Okay, we're going live on TFC.tv. I'd like to call on our host, Miss Ginger Conejero again to welcome the stars. They're here. A big round of applause. Yeah, again.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, hi. Very nice to see all of you. Once again, my name is Ginger Conejero, and I'll be hosting this evening's press conference. I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you all for coming out here. It is a pleasure to see all of your faces days before ASAP Live in Toronto. And it's been such a pleasure for me to visit Toronto for the very first time. So for all of you Torontonians, thank you for such a warm welcome. And so, I am sure that you are all very ready to also give a great and warm welcome to our big stars that have come all the way from the Philippines to bring some music, some fun, some great flavor to your weekend with ASAP Live in Toronto. But first off, I would like to welcome some very special guests as well who are here with us. I'd like to say good evening and hello to ABS-CBN Canada Country Manager June Del Rosario. Go ahead and turn your attention to the back there. Hi, Sir June. Good evening. A lot of hard work has gone into this. Months and months of hard work. So thank you so much for that, Sir June. Also, a round of applause to ABS-CBN Global Head of Events, Mr. Ricky Resurrection. A former member of the band Police, the Police. Mamaya magpapakita raw siya ng kanyang singing skills sa karaoke. And of course, ASAP Business Unit Head, Miss Joyce Liquisha. I think she's going to be back there. All right, so we are going to have to give her a great warm welcome when she comes out. And for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, let's go ahead and give a warm welcome one by one to Mr. Pure Energy and TFC's 20th Anniversary Ambassador. Walang iba kundi ang napakagwapong Mr. Gary Valenciano. Give it up for Philippine Concert King and TFC's first Goodwill Ambassador, Mr. Martin Rivera. We are in for such a treat. The Philippines' own divine diva, Miss Jaja Padilla. Oh my goodness. Wow, napakaganda ng outfit ni Miss Jaja. Now the ultimate heartthrob and celebrated international actor, Mr. Piolo Pascual. Teleserye and Chinita Princess, Miss Kim Chu. All right, let's keep going. Action drama prince, Mr. Gerald Anderson. Well, you call him Papa Chen, Sir Chief, or just Chinoy Matinee Idol, Mr. Richard Yap, Chinoy Matinee Idol. Magkadugtong yung matinee at saka idol. Yes, okay. Whew. All right. Well, can be the queen of daytime or prime time or just a true fan favorite. Walang iba kundi si Miss Jody Santa Maria. God, everyone looks so great. The queen of teleserye theme songs and a Beat It queen, Miss Angeline Quinto. Hi, Angeline. Hello. And joining them on stage, the Filipino-Canadian community's homegrown teen singing sensation, Mr. Darren Espanto. The queen of Filipino popular culture, Miss Jolina Magdangal. By ano daw? According, kaya ikaw ang huli, the tallest, diba? All right, guys, one more round of applause, please, for our stars as they take their seats. Another time, we'd like to welcome our other panelists, ABS-CBN Canada Country Manager, Mr. June Del Rosario, ABS-CBN Global Head of Events, Mr. Ricky Resurrection, and ASAP Business Unit Head, Ms. Joyce Liquisha. All right. So we've got the stars up here, and if there are also any questions directed to our executives, go ahead and feel free to ask as we go through our questions later on. We would also like to acknowledge our special guests from the Philippine Consulate General of Toronto, organizations like Philippine Center of Toronto, Philippine Independence Day Council, Kalayaan Group, Taste of Manila, Dr. Vicky Santiago, and our media sponsors, Taliba, Hey Philippines, Balita, Pinoy Times, Pinoy News, Showbuzz, Kubo, Waves, Little Manila Confidential, and Filipino Bulletin. Ang dami-dami ninyo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. So, let's get things started and go ahead with the Presscon. Press conferences. I know some of our members from the media, maybe we'd like to hear from our stars. No, maybe just a couple hi hellos from you guys to get things started before our group starts asking their questions.
Piolo, you start, Piolo.
Yes, ano oras na ba? Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy.
Short and sweet and to the point, diba, Papa P? Perfect.
Hello sa mga constituents ko. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you, and sana rin mag-enjoy kayo.
All right, nagpapasalamat talaga tayo sa ating mga stars. Anyone else want to say some welcome words to our friends from the media here in Toronto?
Everybody.
Hi, good evening po. Ako po si Angeline, at maraming salamat po sa mga nagpunta tonight. At sana po mag-enjoy po kayo sa mga sagot namin. Para po sa inyong lahat yun. Thank you po.
Richard.
All right. Papa Chen.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. I hope that you'll enjoy the show on Saturday. We're going to have a great show, so hope you enjoy it.
Wait, hindi nabasag. That's a good sign.
Thank you for spending your evening with us.
Okay.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Wanted to make sure lang. Kasi this guy, when you hand him something, you'll never know if it's going to get back to you working. But I think I speak on behalf of everyone, not just the artists, but ABS-CBN, that this is going to be one show that we're all getting ready to do. If you've seen our posts on social media, you can see we're all having fun. As a matter of fact, there's another group that just arrived, and they'll be ready for the show. But again, like what everybody said, thank you so much, not just for being here, but for the support that you've all continued to give each and every one of us. Thank you.
Perfectly said.
Gary said everything already, but I'm just so happy to be part of this great event. Our first time live in Toronto. Are you excited to see this extravaganza? Well, we're very, very happy to be here. Jaja, back to you.
Thank you very much for being here this evening. I see familiar faces from the U.S. Yeah. Oh my God, you've been with us forever. I know, right? Yeah, well, with our careers that span 35 years next year. That's right. Okay. What? Stop counting. Okay. Anyhow, thank you very much for spreading the word that we are all here and ready for Toronto.
Yes.
Right.
Hello, everybody. Magandang gabi po. And thank you so much for coming here and spreading the word that nandito po kami ang ASAP to celebrate another spectacular show para po sa inyo ngayong Sabado. Thank you.
Medyo lugi kami ni Darren dito. Naubos lang pwedeng sabihin. Pero good evening and just thank you for being here tonight. Maraming salamat.
Ayan, hello po, ako po si Darren Espanto. And I'm very excited to be this is my first time actually being part of an ASAP tour in a different country. And also, I didn't I never really imagined that this day would come kasi noon pinapanood ko lang po sila sa ASAP. Ngayon I'm actually part of ASAP now. So, yeah.
Proud of you.
I'm very happy.
I think it's great that we ended on that note. Homegrown talent right here from Canada. All right.
Thank you po.
So I think our stars are ready for your guys' questions. I know some of you submitted some before. Ayan, narinig po si Martin. The press is always nice, diba, Martin?
Of course.
All right, let's get things started. This first question comes from Connie Kriaski of Pinoy Times. And there she is. Yes. Oh, we are live right now. Yes, we're live streaming.
Live on.
Live on tfc.com.
TFC.TV.
Yes. tfc.tv. Para sa mga may app. .tv.
It's the app, no?
Yes, it's the app. So everyone can see us from all over the world. All right, Connie, the stage is yours.
Okay, good evening to all the ASAP stars here in Toronto. And first of all, I would like to say hello to my fellow Filipino Calgarian, Darren Espanto.
Hi po.
Because Darren is from Calgary.
Yeah.
And I flew all the way from Calgary, Alberta,
Thank you
just
po.
to see you guys.
Thank you.
Okay? Now, my first question is to the comeback love team of the century.
Century, wow.
No, not Martin and Gary. I saw your As One concert.
You saw my ass
but
what?
The As One.
I'm sorry.
Your concert with
I heard her say,
Gary.
I saw your ass once.
No.
That's what she said.
Martin!
Would you like to see it again?
We're live.
There's a reason.
And there might be kids. Okay?
There's a reason
I
it was
saw the
only once.
concert of you and Martin in Calgary years and years ago. Yeah. Yes. I always follow you guys. Okay? So now, for the comeback love team of the century. And we know that it's none other than the stars of Iibigin Ikaw Lang Ang Iibigin, which I follow every day. I have a PVR. If I'm not at home, it will record itself.
Nice.
Okay?
Thank you.
So my question is there a possibility of a comeback movie for the two of you? Kim and Gerald.
First of all, thank you po for flying here. Alam ko medyo malayo talaga yan. And thank you for spending your time and money just to see these people. To see these amazing performers. Pero yun, hindi po natin medyo nagpo-focus muna kami dito sa soap because it's emotionally and physically draining. So, and we're giving our best every taping day. So, focus muna po kami dito. Pero tingnan natin.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Since sinagot mo yung tanong ko, now my question is with Kim. So Kim, since sabi ni Gerald, it's emotionally, like draining, the teleserye. How do you find it working with Gerald now?
Oo, sa ASAP kasi ito. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi, joke lang. Okay naman po, refreshing. Pwede ko siyang tawaging refreshing, parang ganun. Na pag naka-work kami, parang dati, kasi may working,
May rapport. The rapport is
may
there.
rapport dati,
Yeah.
so bumalik lang
Okay.
po ngayon. Thank you, Missy.
That's good. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I see you at your performance in ASAP. Now, the second question goes to Papa P. Hi, Mr. Piolo Pascual. If your son, Inigo, composes a song for you to do a duet with him, how would you consider recording with him?
Thank you for that question.
Meron pa.
My son is very musically inclined. Actually, we've been asked to do a song together, and he composes. He has the gift of music, so I'm just excited because he's a millennial, and he knows more about the beat now. So I'm up for it. Anytime, it'd be an honor for me to do a collab with my son, and I'll never say no to that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Connie. Moving right along, we'll be hearing from Ditas Carpio of Hey Philippines. She also has a question for us. Ditas?
Hi, good evening sa inyong lahat. Again, Dita Scarpio from Hay, Philippines, Windsor, Essex. That's 4 hours away from here, sa border ng Detroit, Michigan. So we're just across the river. So anyway, my question is to the originals. I know Gary V, Martin, and Shasha. How do you compare ASAP from 5 years ago to today? And where do you see it 5 years from now? In terms of artist exposure and technology.
And technology. I think with regards to technology, ASAP was a little bit advanced in the sense that they already introduced, what is that portion again that's online, Winnie? Chill out. Yeah, and they early on they saw the potential for a market sa online. So I don't know how many viewers we get now in a weekly basis, but it is growing. Of course, it's a growing market. And parang nagka-spin off na parang sariling show na nun, pati kami nag-guest on paminsan-minsan. So it's really fun. 5 years ago, probably we were doing more pop numbers, but right now I think there's a bit of a parang dissociation because I always hear that, you know, you're my mom's favorite. So when kumbaga parang yung mga numbers na pop, not that we cannot do it, ha? Sorry, humility aside, but parang hindi na nababagay pag nakikita kami ng bagong generation. So of course, the ASAP production leaves that to the baguettes, di ba? Somebody they can identify the music with. So in that regard, we are given songs that people my age could relate to, hindi ba? So, kumbaga, naging ganun na, may toka-toka na kami. And of course, we have the Beat It's, we have the R&B crowd. And I see a young generation against, like Darren here, as you heard, nanonood lang siya ng ASAP before, but now he's part of it. He's such an awesome, wonderful performer. And I have seen, not only you, Darren, but a lot of the other stars here from when they started. And it's so awesome. Kanina, nakikinig ako sa kanila sa rehearsals. Parang, my God, they've grown so much as artists. And it only makes you, I'll speak for myself, parang I have to be on my toes too because they're so great. Ang gagaling talaga nila lahat. And nakaka-proud na homegrown talents ito ng ASAP. So that's how I feel about the future. If I were to retire and just watch them on television, I'd be so happy. I'm speaking for myself, sorry. So there.
Okay.
Thank you.
If I were to compare ASAP before, of course, we didn't have this many. We weren't blessed with such talent that we see on the table. This is just a fraction of the show, the cast that we have. We were very few. We were only 4 hosts at the time. We did whole songs as opposed to pieces of songs. The attention span of the televiewer was a lot better back then. Now that you have to have many things happening at the same time on television, you have to have interactive things happening as well. Otherwise, they'll change the channel, they'll go to the computer or their cell phones or their tablets, whatever it is. We had more of the attention of the people at the time. No, back then, no?
Yeah, we're multitaskers.
Exactly. Now we're multitasking everything. And it's hard to keep them stuck to watching us. So I think I have to really salute the people behind the scene who really work so hard to keep all of you watching.
Our production works so hard.
Because no matter how much talent or how many talented people we have in the cast, we're nothing. We're just people in front of a screen without the people who make it creative. As you'll see on Saturday, the way they make all of the artists shine in their moments. They give Jaja, Gary, and I a portion every so often where we have to deal with the people who've been watching us through the years. Then they give the portions to the people like the younger stars who come on the show, the newer stars, the love teams, because our aim is to entertain all of you. Back in the day, we didn't know what we were doing. It was like hit and miss, hit and miss. But now, especially these tours around the world, the staff and the cast and people you don't see on the camera, they have it. It's down to a science already. It's just, I'm just amazed to see how we all are so organized in our shoots around Toronto. We all had our own assignments. It was so well organized. The hotel situation, the what floor are we on? These things before, it was a nightmare. If only you knew. If you could just spend one day in the production table, you would go crazy. So, if again, to answer your question, to compare, it's more organized now. It's a faster paced show. 3 hours goes so fast as opposed to before. Technology has taken over, but still, thank God to the people of ASAP. They still believe in the people who started the show, like the three of us here. And they keep us in the show to keep the show legitimate. Otherwise, change the title, diba? Can make it another show. Because we have enough people, enough talent in the show to have many shows. But ABS-CBN and the people I mentioned earlier, the ones you don't see, they have faith in each of us. They let us all shine when it's time to shine. And we as artists, we know when to step back to make each other shine. I think that's the secret to the success of this show. There's true love between us. There are no egos on the table here. All of us want each other to shine. We support each other in their shows. These are things we didn't see 22 years ago. We see it now, and so I'm very proud to still be part of the ASAP family.
Perfect score.
Sa susunod na halalan, huwag niyo kalimutan ng pangalan Martin Rivera.
Yung mic drop eh.
For me to speak about ASAP and what it was 5 years ago, I think Jaja and Martin already spoke about it. But if there's one thing I think that will continue to go on in ASAP, is the fact that, yeah, it's a great mix of seasoned and young performers. It's a great mix of TV actors, movie actors, and recording artists, and incredible dancers. It's an incredible mixture of different things. Now, if there's one thing that I'd like to share with all of you is that Jaja mentioned it a while ago about the fact that ASAP now has a portion called Chill Out. I remember when Kim and Sian had a teleserye that was only shown or accessible online. And it did very well. So I think in 5 years from now, ASAP will probably branch out into having different, more portions that are accessible online, where you're at work or you're tired, you know, and it's a Sunday, and you just want to stay in bed, but the show is on. Now you can just catch it on your phone, anyone who you want to see at any time. And if there's one thing I'd also like to share is that ASAP has become very keen on the fact that artists do come and go, but they're not the kind that want to see the artists go. You know, they want to provide means and ways for the artists to continue to shine. ASAP has also had its own fair share of challenges. There have been changes in the show. There have been hits and misses 5 years ago. But because of that, the challenges have not been challenges because of the weakness of ASAP, but it's only made us stronger as a kapamilya network. So I think from 5 years from now, you will see Darren Espanto shining like never before. You know, honestly, with Darren, he said that now he used to watch us perform. Now we are mesmerized when we watch him perform. He is for me the spearhead of what the future of concert artists and recording artists are going to sound like. And ASAP spotted that, and ASAP spots it all the time. So in 5 years from now, if you are enjoying the show, I think you're going to find it more enjoyable as it continues to progress and evolve a bit, and continue, you know, as it continues to give exposure to all the artists that you've come to love, because these artists have also come to love all of you for supporting us for so many years.
Those three answers right there definitely deserve a round of applause. What an amazing compliment from Mr. Gary Valenciano. Darren, you've got some big words to fill there, and I'm sure you'll do it, yes. But no, really, you can absolutely feel the love and the support when it comes from the artists, when they give it to each other, and you can hear that and you can feel that, and that's absolutely the reason why ASAP continues to do so well. I know we've got a couple more questions from our crowd. You want to hear from everyone. So next up, we're gonna hear from Carlos Unas of Filipino Bulletin.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Hello
good
there, sir.
evening. I came all the way from Scarborough, 15 minutes from here.
All the
Saan
way.
yun? Is near? Where is that?
All the way from.
Naglakad po kayo, sir?
Is that
Hindi.
far?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Are any of you involved in the creative programming of the show? Do you have inputs on what you're going to do? How does it work?
Maybe we can leave the mic to anyone who'd like to answer that.
I think si Piolo lang eh.
You mean do we?
Ikaw lang, di ba?
You mean do we take part in the meetings and in?
Oh, no, we don't.
We back in the day,
Yeah,
like
back in
years
the
ago,
day.
we did. We were invited. Now they don't invite us anymore. I'm not sure why, but they're open. You know, nowadays you can just text it. We don't really have to have a physical meeting for it. But this is one thing that we all agree on. I think is that everyone is welcome on the show. I mean, you have teleserie stars here. You have love teams here that were popular yesterday, today, until forever. They keep bringing them back. This is one show, I think, and that might answer your question. This is one show that can be reinvented, and you can add things in, take things out, bring things back. This is the only show, I think, on television that can do that gracefully, successfully, and make it worldwide and show off to the world exactly how versatile this show really is, how flexible we are. I think that's why this show, this might be a bad prediction, but I think this show will last forever. Whether or not we're here, not because of its greatness, but because of its being able to blend in with the landscape of the world. Whatever the world is asking for, if it's a sad moment, there's a calamity somewhere, ASAP comes together. They try and find a way to make a difference in someone's life. And then on a regular Sunday, it's just to entertain you. We don't know exactly what it is you want, but I can promise you, you will never be bored with this show. It'll never get old because of the new talents and the people behind the scene, the ones with the creative minds that keep you stuck to watching ASAP, whether we're live, coming to your part of the world, or whether you're watching it on TV. So this is a forever kind of a show. So,
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
very
well
nice.
said.
back to you, Gare.
Wow, thank you very much, Mark.
We also celebrate
I think
naman
that
victories.
in my case, it's more like a give and take kind of thing. Because I'm very, very particular about what I perform and actually who I perform with. And so I'm very happy that with ASAP, even through text, they're open to my suggestions as I am open to theirs as well. And our main objective is to give people our best. It's not just to make Gary shine his best, but whoever I'm with, that person needs to shine too. There's no overpowering of, maybe before, long time ago, maybe there were issues. Not major issues, but you have an artist come out and because there's another artist who's just as good, you know, parang naging competition. But if you watch the Beat It Queens now, nobody's trying to outdo the other. They're complementing each other excellently, you know? So it's amazing. And then, of course, with ASAP, like what Martin said, they try to touch on the different things that really matter to the Filipino. The fact that teleseries are such big hits is because of the Filipino, the Pinoy, is very romantic, dramatic, you know, at heart. And so when you have Jolina coming out in doing the LSS portion, you're talking about these couples that are watching with tears in their eyes. It's because something is being touched. It's not something that's being revealed. It's already been there. But when it's touched and when it's given importance and value, it does make all the others that watch the show and watch that portion feel na parang somebody cared enough to touch on that. And that's how it is with ASAP. It's a give and take. You give the idea and all. And of course, we don't want to come up with a half-baked thing, you know, that people get to see. But I hope these answer your questions. It's not like one by one, everybody sits down and gives their ideas. We can give our ideas.
They don't listen to us.
You know, they don't listen to you. They listen to
No,
me.
they ask
They
naman.
listen to him. They don't
They
listen to me.
ask. They ask sometimes, but not necessarily.
I've been there for 22 years. I'm the very first ASAP person. I'm proud of that. But no one listens to me.
We listen to Mart, we listen to you.
No one's listening.
Backstage.
Listening, right? Backstage.
You know,
now.
when somebody with a voice like Martin speaks, you have no choice but to listen.
But you listen.
No, just a little information, but this gentleman beside me is the man who created the title ASAP.
welcome. You're welcome. Love
Did you get...
As a matter of fact,
All-Star Sunday afternoon party. So
All-Star
All-Star
Sunday afternoon.
Party, another
Now-
acronym.
to all the artists here, maybe you didn't know this, but
Till now naman, Pinoy are so
this
fun.
man also is the one who gave the idea of the tune.
Really?
no, the lyrics.
Really?
CBS, CBS.
Yeah.
It's great to see you again.
Galing!
You know that,
Round of
Gigi?
applause.
You don't even know that. You're too
The
young.
theme is from the 60s.
I know that. Na,
From the 60s pa.
Wala lang ang tono.
Actually,
You did not.
Isn't the theme from the 60s pa? You were around.
We're
No,
learning.
the new ABS-CBN.
We're learning so much. Actually, that's may bago. Abangan natin because we're gonna have some trivia questions. Actually, on Saturday, I think sa pre-show, I know the members of the press, we're gonna have a bunch of pre-show activities, and part of the information that's being shared now, yun din po ang mga sagot sa mga trivia questions. So abangan niyo po. I mean, tandaan natin yung mga sagot doon. And this just in. Oh, okay. Okay, because we are going live, guys, so everybody is seeing us. I know we may forget, but let's give a shout out. Well, here's a shout out right here because this is from TFC Canada from the Facebook Live page or TFC Canada's Facebook page. A shout out to Papa P from Alexandra de la Cruz and Bang Mignon. I love you, Papa P. Hindi ko kaya gawin.
Si
Sorry.
Alexandra. Hi,
I did no
Alexandra.
justice to
Thank you.
Tony. We've also got a shout out from Chari Garcia. Welcome to Toronto, everyone.
Thank you.
And last but not least, from Eric Escandon. Love you too, Martin.
Ano sasabihin mo?
Pero ang gaganda ng mga sagot talaga nila, di ba? I mean, honestly, very mula sa puso, o galing sa puso talaga yung sagot ng ating mga stars.
Si Jody may sasabihin din.
Si Jody. Jody, the next question is for you. Kasi nakalagay question for all. So we're gonna start with Jody, okay? What do you guys think? The next question comes from Baby Jimenez of the Philippine Star. Mauna po si Miss Jody sa sagot.
Makes me feel old or younger. Looking at Gary, Martin, and Shasha, you were starting when I think I migrated to the United States.
We were children. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
were-
were all kids.
Yeah. Anyway, nice to see you, all of you, tonight. I just have one simple question. What is it about Toronto that fascinates you?
Ay, napang hirap naman.
Umpisa tayo kay Jody.
Jody.
Richard knows. Richard. Ladies first.
I like the...
Please be careful with her heart.
I think people here are so accommodating and warm. And wala pa man na yun.
A.
Yes.
Richard.
Like Jody said, most of the people here are very friendly. I haven't been really, I really haven't had the chance to go around that much, but my sister lives here. She's been here for 20 years, and she can't find it in her heart to move anywhere else. That's how much she loves Toronto. So I think this must be a great place to be in.
Nice.
It's home by affinity, o di ba? My home.
Okay, Gary was saying
Angel-
something about Toronto. Why Toronto, right?
Good.
Actually, kinausap ko si Angeline eh. Di ba, Angeline? Yung sinabi mo
Kayo
sa akin...
nagtuturo.
Yung sinabi mo sa akin tungkol sa Toronto, di ba?
Alin po yan?
Yung kahapon. Nalimutan ko na eh. Ano nga yun?
Hindi kasi di ba ito po ang honeymoon capital of the world?
Oh?
Is it?
Because
Honeymoon.
of Niagara?
Niagara Falls.
Doon ako galing kahapon. So,
Saan ka nag-honeymoon?
hindi yung sinasabi sa akin. Kasi nagaling po kami ng Niagara kahapon.
Yes.
So, sabi ko siguro kung magkakaroon man po ako ng asawa na,
Oy!
wag naman pong madali. Sandali lang. Gusto ko dito makabalik. So, sana po.
Gusto ko dito naman.
Yun lang po. Ate Jolet?
Ginger, I think the question was for everybody.
For everyone. Oh, hindi, walang ligtas.
Yes.
Hindi kayo makakaligtas talaga. We're gonna start from that end, no? Kasi sabi ni Jolina doon daw kay Darren.
Darren wanted Calgary sana eh.
Oh, iba na.
He's switching for Calgary.
With Toronto, I guess there's so many things that you can do. It's like, you can go do a lot of things. I guess that's what I like about Toronto. You can explore. And also, what else?
What do you like more, Calgary or Toronto?
Yeah, syempre, I guess, mas sanay ho ako syempre sa Calgary since that's where I was born and raised.
Children are so honest.
And but I love going back to Toronto every time. And ayun po, I love seeing the people. They're very nice, of course. All the Canadians, I would say. And yeah, parang yun naman po yung masasabi ko sa Toronto. Yeah. Kuya.
Okay. Yun, palapakan naman natin yung sagot mo. Siguro ako po kasi I've been here a lot. I've been to Toronto so many times and masasabi ko lang, every time I come in, every time may event, napaka-warm talaga ng mga Pinoy eh. Grabe po yung pag-welcome sa amin, yung pagtanggap. And ang isa sa mga gusto ko rin yung sa Toronto is medyo nakakatawa yung weather. Kasi kung saan ako lumaki sa Missouri dati, ganito yung weather namin. So medyo yung feel ng home nandito rin sa Toronto.
And Gerald, you're a basketball fan. I know you watched a couple of... share mo naman, di ba nanood ka rin?
Pasensya na sweep namin kayo last season. Sorry, but congrats sa Blue Jays kanina. Nanood kami live kanina, so congrats. Blue Jays, 8-4 daw.
Oh, perfect.
8-4, yes, 8-4. And they were down the first inning. They were down 3-1.
No, Ace.
Ace or Dodgers?
All right. So next up, Kim, bago ka sumagot, I just want to let you know, Melanie Fabian from Facebook Live, yes, is watching Kim Chu right now. May mga ibang bumabati pa talaga sa ating mga kapamilya. But Kim, that one's for you. Melanie is watching. And of course, all of our stars.
Hi, Melanie. Ako na. Toronto. Hi, Melanie. And, okay. Ako, about Toronto, siguro I've been here a lot of times. Tapos I've been doing shows here mga 4 times na. This is my 5th time with my ASAP family. And every year, mga Filipinos dito never fail to amaze me. Kasi laging warm, yung parang every time I perform, parang first time nila ako makita. Tapos kanina, and since kagabi, yung mga tao, they keep on calling me, Bianca, uy, pahinging Tiger Shark drink. So parang, pinapanood nila yung show namin. Tapos, it feels good to be recognized as your character. Kasi yun, sinusubaybayan ka nila. And then, yun, nakaka-happy. Parang nasa Pilipinas ka lang din when you see Filipinos here in Toronto. So, nakakatuwa. So, very thankful and very happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. Miss Z.
Hindi ko na mabilang pang ilang trip ko to. But you know, I think it's my first time na umikot sa city. I don't know why. Siguro kasi pag malamig, hindi ako masyado makalabas. Siyempre, kailangan i-protect yung throat and all. I love the architecture. Siyempre, learned na ako ng konti. Tungkol dyan. Hindi yung combination kasi, ano ba talaga siya? Gothic, Renaissance, parang ganun. And then neoclassical. Medyo sobrang luma, hindi ba? Tapos yung mga modern na mga glass na mga buildings. It's wonderful. Yeah. Meron na akong nalalaman na kaunti lang naman. Pero I love it. I love it's such a beautiful city. It's amazing to finally see it. So, there.
Did you know that we are so connected? Toronto and ASAP, one of your very first hosts was Ariel Rivera, and he's from Toronto. Well, you know, Canadian. And the wonderful thing about Toronto, the wonderful thing about Toronto as well is that this is my prediction, I think this will be the role city as far as TFC goes. You're going to show all the other places and all the other cities in Canada what TFC is all about and how connected we are because of the Filipino channel. So I suggest that all of you go out and spread the word that if the other parts of Canada don't know yet about the Filipino channel or don't know yet about that we have ASAP and they can watch it live on television or on the internet, I think you should be very, very, sometimes you don't know how good you have it because you're living inside looking out. But outside looking in, I think that the Filipinos here in Toronto are the most united and are perfect examples. And for other Filipinos around the world, not just in Canada, you're people that they should follow. I can see that everyone's so, do you follow the rules here? Do you? Because in our country, we are not following the rules. But when you come out, you step out of your country, you come to another place like Toronto, you make it your home, you become the role models. Because Canadians are already the nicest people in the world. Now, when you add Filipinos to that mix, if in the world of showbiz, you would be the total performer. That's what you would be.
Nice.
All right, if I could just squeeze this in. Oh, another mic drop. Mic drop. Nakailang mic drop.
Nice.
Sir, squeeze in ko lang because marami din ang nanonood. Batiin din sana natin ang ating fans on Facebook Live. Maraming nanonood from Hong Kong, Saudi Arabia, and Vancouver. So batiin natin sila as well as, syempre, the Philippines, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I love that city just because I like saying it. Saskatchewan, Maui, over in Hawaii, New York, California, and syempre, ayan, may mga iba pa tayong mga special mention mamaya. Go ahead, sir.
Well, we, on behalf of all the artists and the staff of ASAP, to all of those who are watching us on Facebook Live from all over the world, thank you so much, for being here. With regard to that question, I think the answers would be similar to why you, the media, are here in Toronto and why you've chosen to stay here. Toronto, on a very, very personal level, people of the media, Toronto for me is very special because my first time here, which was in 1989, I suffered a very, very severe hypoglycemic attack, which made me end up going to the emergency room at the hospital. And what stood out for me was the way the promoters at that time took care of me, and how there were fans that found out about it and kept on asking, how is Mr. Valenciano doing? And so there's a very special place in my heart for Toronto. Now, when I'm asked, Gary, would you want to go? Yes. Or even when my sister says, Gary, you want to go to have a Canadian tour, the first thing I say is, are we going to Toronto? And I don't think I've had enough time here to really experience enough of its people, but I've perhaps experienced enough to say that this is one place na if I have a tour in Canada and I don't come here to Toronto, the tour just will not be complete. It has to have Toronto for me to say I had a Canadian tour.
Wow.
So
makes it complete.
I hope that answers your question.
How do I beat that?
You just say, okay.
Well, to answer that question, I was told in Canada it's like California. So the concentration of Filipinos in Canada are mostly in Toronto, Ontario. So obviously we had to do our show here in Toronto because most of the Pinoys here in Canada are based in Toronto, right?
The best ones.
Yeah. Tapos na.
Moving on. Yes, that's very... Ang galing talaga nitong dalawa, di ba? Short and sweet and to the point. Angeline, have we heard from Angeline about Toronto?
Yes.
We have.
Yeah. Si Julina po. Si Dr.
Last but
Julina.
not least.
Well, speaking of being a doctor, balita ko po talaga. Hindi, ito, serious ha. Ang natuwa ako sa Toronto and sa Canada dahil siguro pag mommy ka na, iniisip mo na yung future mo, parang ang ganda po talaga ng benefits dito. And natutuwa ako na parang sana someday, isa ito sa kino-consider ko na kung magre-retire ako, gusto ko dito mapunta. Bakit?
Retirement.
Hindi yung pala ako ugod-ugod. Ganun. Pero sobra akong na-excite na like sa ASAP, makikilala yung mga feature sa LSS. Kasi lahat ng mga kakilala ko rin po and mga kamag-anak namin na napunta na rito, talagang parang ayaw na yata nilang umuwi ng Pilipinas. Dahil parang sarap na sila dito. Yung lahat, yung lugar, yung weather, and lahat ng mga nakukuha nila ngayong matanda na sila. So, yun po.
Abangan natin yung the stories that will be featured, no? Because that will be something special. I know kinikwento mo sa akin kanina, Jolens. There are two episodes, so 6 total, yung mga stories from locals around that we'll get to know. So we'll watch out for that. That's another way for the rest of the world to get to know the people from Toronto. Okay. Moving on, we have a couple questions left, and we'd like to get to that. Next up, we have Joyce Armiento of Pinoy News.
Hello po.
Hi, Joy.
This is like a follow-up question, tapos address ko kay Kim.
Sure, go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Joy.
Sorry.
So,
Hi, Joy.
if you would be given an opportunity
do
to live
we were
in
given
Canada
the pass.
permanently, so parang na-answer na ni Jolina kanina, would you consider? Why or why not?
Okay, thank you for that wonderful question. Candidate number 62. Joke lang. Sabi ni Mama Winnie.
Sino raw sasama mo, Kim?
Sino sasama ko? Naku, hanapin ko muna si Mr. Right. Syempre, isa to sa mga magandang lugar na pwede. Yun nga, retirement or anything. Pero para matagal pa naman ako mag-retire. Pero para yung brother ko kasi dito siya nakatira sa Canada in Edmonton. Tapos parang ang ganda, ang layback dito sa Canada. Parang work and family lang talaga. Pag may family ka, hindi kayo maghihiwalay. Tapos aalagaan yung ng mabuti yung anak niyo, yung ganun. Parang magandang mag-raise ng family and to build yourself, yung far from showbiz, parang ganun. Tahimik and laid back. So, if given a chance, of course, why not? Thank you.
Thank you for that question, Joy. All right, I know we've got one more to round out our questions from our friends from the press. Our next question comes from Rachel Cruz of Balitang America, BA. Here, I'll give you my mic. Here you go.
Thanks, guys. You look great. I just wanted to ask, this is probably not the first time for all of you guys to come, but this is the first ASAP Live in Toronto, which is a great timing for Canada 150, because Canada's celebrating 150th birthday. So can you tell us a little bit about what is it going to make it different this time? What can fans expect on Saturday?
Different from, our past.
Right, or ASAP Live in New York. What's is it a different flavor, a different sort of segment, anything new that we can kind of expect, a bit of a glimpse for Saturday?
That's a great question. Can I say something? For one, we're paying tribute to one of the biggest icons of Philippine music.
That's one, yeah.
That's one.
ASAP Pinoy, which is where we feature OPM music, features Gary Valenciano.
Yeah.
It's also his birthday.
Woohoo! Happy birthday. I have a follow-up question too. I guess, like, with that, is there anything else you wanted to add to that? I think you want to say something, Mr. Gary.
I think the biggest difference of this show is the fact that it's in Toronto.
Yeah.
Bottom line. There will be song and dance numbers. There will be ballads that will be done. There will be portions that Piolo will be in. I mean, all the artists here you will see on stage, but it's on a stage that is in Toronto, and that's what's going to make the difference. The artists never react the same depending on how the people are.
Right.
So, it's really all up to you guys. You know, I mean, we're gonna give we're gonna give 100% of ourselves. We already are actually 150%. But we know, and we're hoping that the people here in Toronto really enjoy it.
I think some of the fans who are curious, do you guys have any quirky rituals you guys do before you go on stage? Anyone from the performing artists?
Martin has, what's that? Quirky rituals?
Yeah, anything, like to pump you up. Do you guys like say a prayer maybe? Or like what do you guys do?
Martin, whether or not there's a performance, he's a quirky ritual from the beginning to end. No, I think in the case of the singers, many of us, we do vocalization stuff and, you know, those things. You know.
Warm up.
I think with the dancers like Piolo.
Sorry, I have...
Kim Chiu vocalizes. It's wonderful.
Okay, last question. What do you guys think of our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? He's recently on the cover of Rolling Stone. He went to Manila for
He's a
APEC.
rock star.
Rock star?
He's a rock star. He's a good-looking guy. He's a rock star.
Isn't he the youngest one? The youngest prime minister?
He visited the Philippines a while back and made some great headlines while he was there. All right.
Okay.
Is he coming to the show?
Rachel.
Text him. Give him a text.
All right, and I'm sorry to cut things off a little bit short. I've gotten a couple announcements because we have so many of our Kapamilya fans on Facebook Live. We've got 800 viewers at this time, and nagpapadala sila ng mga message. Isa-isa sila nagpapadala, and we're not able to answer them. So guys, you gotta, give them a nice little wave. Wave tayo. Wave tayo. It's a great time to also remind our friends to watch ASAP live stream for the first time. Kung 800 viewers tayo ngayon sa Presscon pa lang, imagine how much on Saturday. Now, this is a big first. Kung ASAP Live in Toronto is a first, this is also a big first. This will be exclusively streamed on tfc.tv, so please visit tfc.tv to register now. Kabilang po sila sa mga mapapanood mo, but Saturday it is going to be an all-star Sunday afternoon, all-day party, right? Okay. Nakita mo naman sila, ginagano nila ako.
Yeah.
Nerissa, yes, I'm sorry. Nerissa, take it away.
No problem. Thank you very much, Ginger, and I'd like you to join the panel. And also, I'd like to call on the ABS, CBN officers and the community leaders to join the celebrity panel. As much as we'd like to extend this press con for one more hour, there's about 150 people in another room waiting for the same set of celebrities. So I'd like to call on Ginger. A big round of applause for Ginger Caballero, our host.
Thank you.
Also to tfc.tv for live streaming this press con. And I'd like to call on ABS-CBN Country Manager June Del Rosario, ABS-CBN Global Head of Events Ricky Resurrection, ASAP Business Unit Head Joyce Liquisha to go on stage, and our community leaders from PIDC, from Taste of Manila. Please go up the stage for the photo op. And I'd like to call on Red, our official photographer. And Rosary, you might want to also help.
Sure.
Okay.
Good.
Rosary and Pia.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Thank you very much. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good job, Ginger. You rock. What's this?
You want that?
Thank you, sir.
So our photographer is asking. Again, may I ask security to handle the situation on the aisle? We were very clear a while ago that we're going to have one official photographer, please. Yes. Okay. Okay.